Okay, this is Andy Watney doing a sheep brain dissection. I'm going to go through and just go down the glossary, make sure I hit everything. Some of the structures have been removed prior to me getting this specimen, so some of the things that are going to be a little bit difficult to point out in their absence, and some of the structures have been kind of compressed, so it'll be a little on the tricky side to point them out, but I'll do my best here. So I'm just going to start at the very top here, the arachnoid mater, which is the middle of the three layers that would be surrounding the brain and spinal cord. The cerebellum, moving down, is this smaller of the two major structures right here that handles balance and coordination. Cerebral aqueduct, which is this space right here. The cerebrum, the two hemispheres divided by the longitudinal fissure that I've got here. If they were to be put back together, those would be the two hemispheres of the cerebrum. The choroid plexus is the network of capillaries located inside the roof of the ventricles, and I think I've got those here pulled out of the roof of the ventricle there. Corpus callosum next is this structure here, and is responsible for helping the two hemispheres of the brain communicate together. The cortex being the outer portion of the cerebellum, the cerebrum. Cranial nerves, there's 12 pairs. I won't be able to point them out on here. We do have a couple of them that I can point out when I get down to them. The diencephalon, which is the thalamus, which is here. The hypothalamus, which is just inferior to the thalamus, and the epithalamus, which is just superior to that. Dura mater being the innermost layer, which is not, I'm not able to point that out at this time. Gray matter, I made a cross section of one of the hemispheres to point out the gray matter here. Can't really point that out right there. The gyrus, these folds here, and then just that goes with those, the sulcus, which is the ridges between those folds. The hippocampus, which is just down on the brain stem here. Hypothalamus, hypothalamus, as I pointed out before, thalamus, hypothalamus structured just beneath that, just inferior. Medulla, going down to the brain stem, is the first protuberance on the brain stem. The midbrain, the space between basically the brain stem and the thalamus, just in this region here, probably actually this region here. Olfactory bulb, I think I've got separated here the pineal body, which is right here. The pia mater being the innermost layer. I think I might have mixed up dura mater and pia mater. Pia mater is the innermost layer, dura mater being the outermost layer. Pons is the second protuberance on the brainstem. So this would be the pons right here, medulla being right here. Sulcus we already did. Thalamus, pointed out earlier, this structure here. Ventricle. This back here is fourth ventricle. And then the lateral ventricle exists in that space. And then white matter Again, on the cross section is this structure right here. I think that's all of them.